This is the Phillies Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Philadelphia Phillies. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Just like that, the magic wears thin. I don't know what it is about this Phillies team, but just failing to complete the sweep. They couldn't do it with, who was it? The Yankees. They couldn't complete the sweep against the Yankees after winning the first two games of that series. The Angels couldn't complete the sweep. The Angels win the first two games of that series. Just can't complete the sweep of these ball clubs. And it gets a little frustrating. Gets a little frustrating at times. Just a little bit there. And today was no exception to that, especially when you face a left-handed pitcher like Trevor Rogers and you hit him more than anyone has hit Trevor Rogers this season. He'd only given up 5 hits twice this year. Both times were against the Tampa Bay Rays, a team in their division, a team that I guess would kind of know him a little bit. And this time around, the Phillies actually take him for 8 hits. 9 hits in total, 3 walks in total in the game. Phillies actually get 10 base runners off of him with the 8 hits and the 2 walks, but they went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. Wow. Hey, look, runners in scoring position, obviously very, very important. When you're knocking on the door, you want to come in. Phillies were knocking on the door a number of times in this game. We'll go over it, and then never actually went in the house, unfortunately. They never actually came home. You know what I mean? And when you also get 9 hits in a ball game, you'd like a couple of those, at least to be, long balls, like they enjoy home runs. Didn't happen in today's ball game. They came up short. They fall to the Baltimore Orioles and fail to complete the sweep. Falling today 5-1. That's the way that one went. As far as we'll go through the 3 big things. Number 1.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
It doesn't give me joy to say this, and I don't like saying that somebody else was the player of the game, but both the players I'm about to mention don't play for the Philadelphia Phillies. Trevor Rogers, congratulations, and Coby Mayo, congratulations, if that's your real name, Coby Mayo. But anyway, Rogers did get out of the jams when he needed to get out of the jams. He got the plays behind him with the defense and all that throughout the game today. And yes, he gave up hits. Yes, he walked 2. But there's a reason this guy's got a 1.44 ERA, and he certainly showed that today against the Philadelphia Phillies. Again, not the day he had his best stuff, but certainly had his best stuff when it came to getting out of jams. So he gets vote number 1. Vote number 2 goes to Coby Mayo. Ranger Suarez, certainly we've seen him pitch better, but the thing that really just jumps out to me is that 4th inning. The 4th inning, Coby Mayo made him pay for a huge mistake. Now, Jackson made him pay for a mistake as well. One of the Jacksons, I think that was Jeremiah Jackson that did it in this one. He got the RBI double, RBI double to left field. That was the first scoring of the game, broke the 0-0 tie in the 4th inning. And then Mayo got it changed. I think Crucker during the broadcast said it was a hanging curveball. It was a changeup. It looked like it should have been a curveball considering the velo on it and how it just kind of went up and then just hung up there. And it did. It hung up there. It was a please hit me changeup, middle of the plate that Mayo did not miss. And this ball went about a mile high in the sky, a rainmaker. It tickled a cloud and then came down right below Harry the K's. 421 feet, a 3-run home run that just, as far as this game was going, blew the doors off. So I'll go with, Rogers over Mayo, but Mayo, certainly, he gets a tip of the cap as well. As far as the turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
The turning point is definitely Mayo's home run. So let's just jump right ahead to what you'll be talking about.
This is what you'll be talking about.
1 for 10 with runners in scoring position. 1 run in a game where you got 9 base hits. 1 run in a game where you also had 3 walks. So let's do the math. 12 base runners. Yeah! Kyle Schwarber, I don't know what got into him in this game, but oh my God, not great. Do I have I don't even think I have the fresh box score up. No, that's last night's box score. Let me do you one better here. But Kyle Schwarber looked lost today, unfortunately. That wasn't good. No, that was today. Excuse me. That was today's box score. There we go. That's when we were rushing to get in here. All right. Trea Turner had 3 hits today. That was great. Kyle Schwarber, 3 strikeouts. No bueno. Bryce Harper, he had 1 base hit today. It was in the first inning, and after Phillies had a leadoff base knock there leadoff walk by Trea Turner. Then, unfortunately, Kyle Schwarber grounded into a double play. So the only time he didn't strike out today, he grounded into a double play. Not the Kyle Schwarber we're used to seeing. Bryce Harper, there was one instance today where Rogers showed no fear. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. Castellanos over with 2 strikeouts. Bader a hit. Kemp a hit. Sosa a hit. Wilson a hit. Marchand a hit. But also a bunch of strikeouts there as well, as the Phillies also struck out 11 times in this game. But above all else, when you talk about this lineup today, you can talk about the first inning. Leadoff walk by Trea Turner. 4-6-3 double play by Kyle Schwarber. Second inning, nothing doing there. You get a base knock. No clean innings for Rogers, by the way. You get a base knock with 2 outs with Edmundo Sosa. You don't turn that into anything. In the third inning, Rafael Marchand leads off by popping out to third. Trea Turner, I swear, I thought it was going to be inside the park home run. When I saw Carlson slide over top this baseball and it went behind him in center field, I went, inside the park home run for Trea Turner. I had the same thought as T-Mac during the game today. This first home run is going to be an inside the park home run at Citizens Bank Park. It's in August. Trea Turner still isn't in a home run at Citizens Bank Park. Why not? Why not have it an inside the park home run? Unfortunately, it's just a triple. But you still got a runner on third base. You got the top of the order up. You only got 1 out in the inning. But unfortunately, in this situation, Kyle Schwarber went down, and then Bryce Harper went down as well. Unable to get the run home with 1 out, runner on third base against the Baltimore Orioles. You can't get anything going for yourself in that third inning. Schwarber went down on strikes. He worked a 7-pitch at bat, went down swinging over top of changeup. Couldn't hold up on that one. And then Bryce Harper on 2 pitches ended up grounding out to second base to eliminate that threat. Then you move on to the 4th inning. That's when the doors get blown off there, unfortunately, for the Phillies. Jeremiah Jackson comes up there. He gets the RBI double. And then Mayo comes up with a 3-run home run. But then bottom of the 4th inning, Phillies get an infield 1-out single by Harrison Bader. Kemp then strikes out. An abysmal strike zone today, by the way. Absolutely abysmal strike zone by home plate umpire Alex McKay. So you go to that 4th inning again. Kemp strikes out looking at a sinker that was low, well below the zone. And then Sosa ends up grounding out on the fielder's choice, 5-4 putout. 6th inning then, Phillies are trying to get something going. Or it should be 5th inning, bottom of the 5th inning. You're trying to get something going for the Phillies again. After a 1-2-3 5th inning by Ranger Suarez, Phillies are up there. Weston Wilson's able to work a leadoff walk on 5 pitches. Rafael Marchand jumps on the first pitch. He puts Wilson on third base. I had no issue with Wilson taking third. I thought he had third all the way, and he did. He had runners at first and third with nobody out. That's how you start out an inning. I like to see it. Trea Turner then comes up, your best offensive player today. He gets a base knock for an RBI, the only RBI of the game. The only hit with a runner in scoring position is Weston Wilson was on third base. It's now a 4-1 ball game, but hey, you still got ducks on the pond. Let's go, Kyle Schwarber, down swinging on a changeup. Bryce Harper steps up to the plate. Now, here's the weird part for Bryce Harper. Rogers throws him a first pitch fastball, dead red, center of the plate. Bryce Harper fouls it away. Okay. Well, I doubt he's going to get another one of them. Yeah, next pitch. Rogers goes after him again, this time fastball, middle of the plate again, and Harper takes the second pitch. He ends up grounded into a 4-6 fielder's choice. You get runners at first and third with 2 outs now. Castellanos comes up, and Castellanos hits what would have been an infield RBI single had it not been Gunnar Henderson at shortstop for the Orioles, as he goes deep in the hole, backhands it, and then just gets nothing but straight fire on this throw to first to just barely get Nick Castellanos, who, as we always say, is not fleet of foot. But that 5th inning was a weird one, and that was the one that made you go, okay, the Phillies aren't going to come back in this one. This is going to be one of those games. Maybe you get to the bullpen, you can make something special happen. But as for right now, it's going to be one of those games where they can't do anything right. Then in the 6th inning, they get a 1-out base hit from Otto Kemp. Sosa goes down. Wilson gets a single. So now you got 2 on, 2 outs. Marchand grounds out to short. 7th inning, leadoff double for Trea Turner. Leadoff double, Trea Turner. Can't do anything with that one. See you later. 8th inning, Phillies get nothing going. Dunzo after that. So to say this was a struggle-filled game for the Phillies, that would be 100% correct. As for the numbers of Ranger Suarez, 6 1/3, 5 runs, all earned, 9 hits, 3 strikeouts. 1 home run was the 3-run home run there by Coby Mayo. 95 pitches. Romano, 2/3 of an inning there, no problem. Just 4 pitches to get through the rest of that 7th inning. Joe Ross, his first game back, nice to see him. Just gave up a hit, 7 pitches, gets out of the 8th inning. And Alan Rangel goes out there, gives up nothing. Just perfect in that in his 8th inning. That's the way you can look at that one. When we come back, we'll take your comments on this one. How you feeling after this Phillies failing to complete the sweep, unfortunately, of the Baltimore Orioles? Back after this is Locked On Phillies postcast on the Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. Let me tell you about Game Day Hue. Game Day Hue is where it's at. Today's episode is brought to you by Game Day Hue, and so is the fine equipment, fine items they provide for you at Game Day Hue. Game Day Hue makes clean, no logo gear with team-inspired colors for every pro and college fan base. It's all about letting your colors speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the golf course, maybe on a casual day at the office. That's what Game Day Hue does for you, and everything in between. So take advantage of all they have to offer at Game Day Hue. That's right. Game Day Hue, H-U-E, by the way. Right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue, H-U-E.com. And the code even stacks on bundle deals. So now's the time to load up at GameDayHue.com. Let your colors talk, because colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com with promo code Locked On. Excuse me, with promo code MLB15. That's promo code MLB15. And how about Monarch Money? Maybe you're saving up for that big vacation, that new car, whatever it might be. Well, Monarch Money makes managing your money so much easier. Monarch Money is more than just a budgeting app, though. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So in addition to just managing your money, you're also building wealth. Like I said, big vacation coming up, new car, kids need to go to college, whatever it might be. Monarch Money can help you out when it comes to building that wealth and also spending your money wisely. Taking control of your finances with Monarch Money is a fantastic thing to do. Use promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's promo code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com with promo code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year at monarchmoney.com. Let's get into the chat check and see what you guys have to say about this one. I'm going to go ahead and guess that the offense really didn't impress you today, unfortunately. Can't win when your 2, 3, and 4 hitters have combined 13. Left 13 men on base and six strikeouts so far. Glad to see Trea rolling at the bottom. Yeah. And the bottom feeders doing their part. Yeah, those guys, as I just showed you a second ago, those guys were hitting again. Top of the order, not so much. I mean, really, everybody hit. Just didn't hit with runners in scoring position. That's what I would say to all that. That's what I would say to all that. No-hitter Cleveland. Oh, is it over? Did it end? Did the Mets get no hit? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, they got to run. Oh, the no-hitter was over. That's what you meant. But the Mets still lost, right? Yeah, they did lose. Oh, how far did he take this? Did they go to the bullpen? They did go to the bullpen. Oh, for 1 out. Oh! Was that Gavin Williams? Is that his name? Is that their fella's name? Any day now, computer, if you want to play. Gavin Williams, yeah. Good for him. Anyway. Oh, man, but the Mets still lost, so that's good. Phillies are still 2.5 games up on the New York Metropolitans in the division. So that's a good thing. That's a very nice thing. I got to see how this went down here. Oh, Soto hit a home run. Oh, nobody was on. That's about right. All right. Anyway, what's going on, Seabrook 9? By the way, thank you, Jess Patrick, too. Are we just noticing it a lot more, or are plate umpires terrible this year? Is this a conspiracy? No, they've always been bad. I mean, look, I'll say this. Calling balls and strikes has got to be very difficult. Different strike zones for each player, different pitches, angles, arm slots. It's got to be very difficult. Now we found a new technology that can help do something that's very hard and do it with more accuracy. So let's do that. I know it's coming next year, but the fact that the technology exists now and we still got to do this sucks. Anyway, I'm not blaming balls and strikes. It was a terrible strike zone today. I'm not blaming that. The Phillies needed a hit. Simple as that. On to a 10-game road trip where they stink. Oh, joy. Love you, Farzy. Thanks, John. Love you, too. By the way, to start this road trip, I will be off this whole weekend. I'm sorry. I'm going to try to make it back by Sunday. I got a family event going on in Baltimore for my wife's family. Yeah, that's right. The Ohio State people, the Cleveland people, all migrated to Baltimore somehow over the years. So the party's down there. I got to go there for the weekend. That's where I'll be. I'll try my darndest to do something for you guys Sunday. Maybe I can get away with doing something Friday, but I doubt it. If the opportunity presents itself and I'm not going to wake up the whole house full of people, I'm going to do you a show. That's for sure. Luke, why don't we just sweep teams? I know, right? Thank you. Polo Buck, I was hoping Turner would have a good game. Yeah, he did. He had a great game. There you go. Much love for all the Delaware Valley. Oh, there you go. Poland. Yak Shamash. There we go. Wait, are you in Poland now? Much love for all my Delaware Valley people back home from, I don't even know. Is that Krakow? Is that how you say Krakow? I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that. Wish we got the win. Me too. No dubja. Anyway. Played more like Dupa, if you know what I'm saying. I know I'm pronouncing all these things probably terribly, but that's just the way my family pronounces it. Anyway, tired of the runners in scoring position nonsense, right? Lead stays the same, 2.5 games over the Mets. Exactly, Michael Thomas. Thank you. Will Willis, at least the Mets are terrible. Just swept by an almost no hit. Seabrook, gross, Baltimore. Yeah. Luke, haha, how do you know Polish? My mom. My mom's Polish. Dad's Italian. Mom's... I say practicing Italian on my dad's side of the family because everyone's Italian over there. And then on my mom's side of the family, Lithuanian and Slovak, but Polish was like the dominating culture on that side. So, yeah, there you go. Thanks, everybody in the chat. You guys are great, as per usual. As for this weekend series, I do find it interesting that Zach Wheeler's start was pushed back due to some shoulder soreness. We'll see how much that was bothering him. Also, the extra day here with the day off for tomorrow. Where the Phillies don't play tomorrow, but the preseason game is going on. The Eagles and Bengals, that's going on 7:30 prime time. So what you're going to have working for you is Sanchez versus Kelly, Luzardo versus DeGrom, what? And Wheeler versus Corbin. So that's the way that one goes down over the weekend. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. You guys are great as per usual. I am going to try my darndest to make sure that I am back doing a show for you guys over the weekend at some point, but it looks like I'm going to be taking the weekend off, unfortunately. But I'll post it. You guys will see it from there. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Have a great rest of your week. I'll miss you if I don't do a show. All right, have a great rest. And other than that, go Birds. All right, go Birds. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. Locked On Phillies Postcast. Locked On Phillies YouTube channel. And also, make sure you guys are watching what Connor Thomas is doing for you on your Locked On Daily Phillies podcast. Thanks, everybody. Catch you guys in the very near future. Bye.